Life after the gunshot. What's good, baby?
What's up with you? The countdown begins.
It begins March 31st. DC, DMV. I know y'all been watching and following us. We almost at the finish line, man. It's been a marathon, but we closing in. So everybody that supported us throughout this whole journey, man, we appreciate y'all. Everybody that's been on the show, been following Life After the Gunshot, all our supporters, man, love y'all. Yo, bruh, what can I say about this show, man?
Hey, I said it a couple days ago, yesterday, one of them days, man. Hey Slim, this that song, man, shit. To me, it's the song of the year, Slim.
Yeah, and salute to Booby because he put me up on this dude. So
yeah, this young nigga need to be on the this young nigga need to be on the young freshman class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the name of that man?
He need double XL status freshman class. Yeah. I'm not even saying that because I don't salute. I'm get real picky about who I like, but
Shorty the truth, man.
This dude done made it into my circle of who I like.
Hey, so look, we might gotta sign him. Throw a bag at his ass.
You know what I'm saying? Might have to dig into that bank account.
Yeah, we might gotta have that conversation.
Life after the gunshot, yo, let's do it. Let's jump into it.
Run that up, Rico. This that, don't this that. I'm in the hood with a hit set. Slag is sent back. That nigga was sweet, let me get that. Smoke that, come on, you eat that. It's cold outside, little nigga, where you heat at? The nigga ain't right, how the fuck you ain't peep that? Think about life, you can't cheat that. This that, don't this that. I'm in the hood with a hit set. Slag is sent back. That nigga was sweet, let me get beast mode. I come on, you eat that. It's cold outside, where the fuck is your heat at? Your man ain't right, how the fuck you ain't peep that? Think about life, you can't cheat that.
Bitch ass nigga ain't squashing nothing, we stop. They left you right here with the woods while your men on the park. Ride around with the baby, ain't talking about the nigga from Charlotte. I like to slide on toxic. I seen him open that lock. Throw the smacks on the boogie car, look like it's haunted. Shots on your rip, got him running like sun. I run with the drink, got me feeling demonic. Niggas won't stop till we crush them. Straight out the mud and I bet you won't touch one. Race right there and I bet you won't bust. A bitch or a nigga, I swear I can't trust one. Dead ass nigga go make you a trust one. Slide every day till a nigga get up one. You was a bitch, I don't know where you came from. Got for your hood since you think you a tough. Whatever you do, don't fess up. Recipes, hot shit messed up. Smoke with the gang, get them shot from the neck. Laid up in the casket dressed. We got more spins than the off, they still playing catch up. Recipes, hot shit messed up. Smoke with the gang, get them shot from the neck. Laid up in the casket dressed. We got more spins than the off, they still playing catch up.
This that.
This that.
I'm gonna hit some.
Alright. Yo, no further ado, man. Let's bring my man on straight out the mud. You know who it is. Let's bring on Ro.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Baby, this that.
Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it.
Yo, we've been playing that all day, man.
Hey, look. Hey, Slim, you hear this motherfucker? Hey, Slim, yeah. I'm fucking with this joint, Slim. Fuck what they talk about, Slim. I'm fucking with this joint, man.
So let's jump into
it. I'm in the hood with it.
But it's not just that one, man. Like all of the joints you made, I'm feeling like all of them.
Like I said, man, Like I said, man, I'm focusing on keeping it authentic. I'm trying to bring the city back, trying to bring life back, make sure the kids can play, trying to bring life back. We can have fun. You know what I'm saying? Get people used to what we used to, our culture. You know what I'm saying? I know people gonna gravitate to it soon. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they gonna be following your movement, bro. Cause we feeling it. So let's just get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's start from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Like, where you from?
I'm from DC, man, Southeast, Ward 8. I'm from my neighborhood, Oxford, man.
And how you jump into how long you been rhyming?
Say that again.
How long you been rhyming?
To be honest, man, I always been a freestyler. I've probably been rhyming and freestyling since I was probably 10, 11, 12. When I got in junior high school, a little bit in elementary too, you know what I'm saying? Playing around. I grew up in an era where it was BET, the top 10 videos. So I was forced to send my love music and want to do something rap and stuff like that. So I was real young when I first started.
What I like about your sound, bro. First of all, the tracks is hot, but you also like it's street shit, but it's also conscious. Like you also got the message in it, which is
Right.
what I really like. You managed to blend the message real well with just speaking real vividly about how it's going down outside. Like, and I feel that. Like, what about when you making the songs, are you just feeling the track and you writing, or you do it off the top of the dome, or you write it down?
Or what's your
Oh,
process?
yeah, honestly, I never wrote a song. Honestly, I just do it off the top of the dome, and most of the time it be coming off like real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Something might just happen, and I might be like, man, where the mic at? The mic stay up, like the studio stay up. So it's like, let me get right here, let me talk, turn the beat on. I got it. Or it might just be my frustration of hearing music, and I'm like, nah, this not the music. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the men that's in a certain environment that we come from. This not the music, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what you doing is incriminating our people. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like I'm talking the street stuff, but I'm trying to speak the I'm separating the right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that you do, you got to really do it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know that it's rules to everything. It's laws to everything. I don't care what you do. So you got to abide by those by any means. I don't care if you're doing music. I don't care where you at. You got to understand where you come from and what can happen behind your words or your actions.
I think it's important, you know what I'm saying, and I'm glad you just articulated that, man. So my next question is morals and principles, man. Tell me what yours are.
First of all, my morals and principles. Firstly, if you got kids, we speaking from the adults aspect. If you got kids, first you gotta be there for them kids, man. You gotta think for them kids, because once you think for your kids and they become your top priority, honestly, man, your decision making should be less. Your decision making should be beautiful. Everything should be thought for. Your kids should come first. So any messed up decision you think you about to make, your kids coming. Your kids should pop up. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. And for the people that don't got kids, it's just about surviving and being free first. How do you do these things? How do you survive? How do you stay free in this world? You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to go outside of what the government or the system saying, how do you survive? How do you survive that? How do you stay free? You know what I'm saying? And that it's not going to be the music videos and too much of telling them this and that, and I'm on the internet beefing, and you know what I'm saying? You on the internet saying I'm gonna do this and that. Like, come on, what part of a gangster, or what part of the streets, or what part of I want to be free is that I want to stay free. You just told the world what you was going to do. That's not part of wanting to be free.
I think a lot of motherfuckers who do shit like that, they ain't never been locked up. They ain't never had their freedom taken from them. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's sad that a person to be a certain age and you surrounded by people that even did time. You got family that's doing time. Or you can get on a mic and speak about time, or you can tell a person about how real and how this and that you are, but you're not living up to it. You making a mistake right then and there when you want your lives to going crazy or whatever. People be going crazy through their text messages and through their phones. You know what I'm saying? They just they be digging themselves deep in the holes, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
Last week, bro, we were talking on our show about like the rules you just brought up, and we were saying like how some of the rules just out the window now, like women getting hit, kids getting hit, like nobody's really caring about having respect for people who not even involved in the game and really shouldn't even be part of that. Like, what's your feelings about that with like the rules in terms of what's going on in the street in terms of even women and children?
I mean, my aspect on that is it's the music, it's the designer, it's the woman that can make a man feel like he a king till like he's so high. You know what I'm saying? That these dudes are making mistakes, whereas though their hands are forced. You know what I'm saying? Their hands are almost forced. That it's 6 of us out here. Only 2 of us ain't got on designer. They hands forced. They hands forced to become snaked out people or go do something that make they self feel good or make somebody talk about them. Make them say, oh yeah, Slim go high. Slim will do it. Hey, don't play with him. And it's sad that type of talk that make a person feel so good. You know what I'm saying? Like that just put some money in their pockets, or that just help their kids' education. You know what I'm saying? Or that just help like get you in a house if you're in an apartment. Help you elevate. That stuff don't help you elevate. When people gonna get that, that shit put you in jails. That shit put 1,000 people on your heels and have people trying to knock your head off. So you moving backwards, huh? Like my first step out the door is my first move on the chessboard. That's how I move. That's my first move on the checkboard. I ain't getting checkmate.
And it's crazy because Boosie did an interview. Lil Boosie did an interview with Vlad about 2-3 years ago. He said all the rappers getting killed in their own cities. You know what I'm saying? Their cities is where the hatred at. You know what I mean? They're not going nowhere else and getting hit. They're getting hit right in their own communities.
Yeah, and it's sad though. It's so sad, right? That's happening. And then you got men, and let's just speak for Washington in the city that be so proud and be so happy to go somewhere else and show other people this much love. And then that's the sad part about that. You happy to go somewhere else to show this much love and bring the hate to where you sleep and stay. When you get back on the plane, this is where your kids stay at. Why you want the hate where your kids stay? Why you want the drama here? You should want the love. You should want the out-of-towners to come here and be comfortable. You should be able to want to say, like, man, look, I got the city love me, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some good stuff going on. We can go here, we can go there. I ain't got too much hate. I don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't even trying to be on businessmen no more. They ain't even trying to be businessmen. These dudes ain't even watching these movies. You can't even tell the dude, like, man, you watching too many movies no more. Because they ain't even watching them. They watching them, but they ain't. They getting everything that they don't supposed to get. They taking everything. People, I'm telling you, me and my man, I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? People, you see on Instagram everywhere, people talk about, I watch Power. How you watching Power? And I said this, how you watching Power? Tyreek go to school every day. He don't miss a day.
Yo, that's facts.
He ain't miss no day.
That's facts. That's facts.
He don't miss no day, and he want to go to school.
How influential do you think music is? You know what I'm saying, in these young adults' lives? You know what I'm saying, between the ages of, let's say, 13 to 25. How influential is music and what they listening to, predicting they future?
To me, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst, it's 10, man. Like, and then it's sad because, like, I'm not that old, right? I'm 27, right? So I'm just going back to, I'm gonna take it back to like Unifest days and when New Balance and shoot, all this stuff was cool, right? But look at the music and the influence on the music. Look at just Washington, everybody shiesty. Everybody slime. Right. Ain't nobody even no more. You know what I'm saying? Like the music is the music is big. So why not, like me? That's my purpose. Is if music gonna be something that can be influential and give people a voice and help change communities and change people, then I'm gonna start pushing real music. I'm gonna force people to be real.
Yeah, that's what gravitated me to you. Like we've been saying this the past week or 2 weeks. Like you got to give them the medicine with the candy, right? So you got to be able to get the medicine and the candy. You can't give one or the other because neither one is going to be acceptable. If you give somebody medicine, they not going to want that. The candy, it'll just rot your mouth out. So you got to actually like mix it up, and that's what I really appreciate about how your approach to it. Has there ever been a time like since you've been making the music that people have come up to you and been like, "Yo, your words like affected me, hit me in the heart, and changed the way I think"?
Absolutely, I get that all the time, man, and it feel good, and it just motivate me, man. I use what we go by, like we out the mud. It's a mud life. So mud stands for motivation unites destiny. You know what I'm saying? And you will have people outside of what you're doing. You will even have people inside that'll lose faith in the process. You know what I'm saying? They will really lose faith in the process, and that's another key thing in this, because people will lose faith in the process so bad that they hands be forced to join another wave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what I'm doing not working. I don't believe in what I'm doing. So let me rap like how they rapping. Let me do everything that they doing, aka 6ix9ine. Let me just put on the front. I don't even mean to say his name on this. I don't even you know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't even mean to say that, but it's real.
Nah, it's real. I think people, like, they don't understand the process. Like, you know, they see the end result, but they don't know how much work it takes to get to that point. Like, how much of work ethic do you have to have, you know, to even get to that point where, you know, your word is really getting out there? Like, how much work do you put in?
And what's the process mean to you?
I mean, honestly, like I always tell people the name semi speak for itself straight out the mud. The work is the work ethic can always be better. Like me and my brother sit around and we fuss, we scream about us having to go harder because we don't feel like we doing enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the first thought of us accepting the fact that we not working hard when we still in the studio every day.
Right.
We're still trying to drop music every day. And due to circumstances of, you know what I'm saying, us being straight out the mud and people going through this and that, and in the places we set up the stew. You know what I'm saying? Like, the story is beautiful. The story is beautiful. It's like people would think that these people like be like man, they working their ass off, like shawty work. And don't get it wrong, I won't deny it, but it's like the person that I am and that we are, it's like, nah, man, we ain't working. We need to be working. If we working, let's work. Work don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at. That's just where we at, and that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like this is I'm the type of dude, like, I'm smart, man, and I never let nobody tell me I'm nothing less than that. You know what I'm saying? I got a head on my shoulders, and I love for all the men, especially the men of our color, is to tap into that mentality that you smart, man, that you bigger than what they think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not telling you, like, because I know how hard it is to get a job. So I'm not telling you to stop. I'm not telling you to stop doing certain. I'm just telling you to be free. Stay free for your kids. Watch your movements, please. Because I don't understand why people are so happy to risk their lives and get in the streets. The streets not. It's crazy, man.
I want to hear about my second question. Like, what does the process mean to you? The process of making a song, the process of making an album, the process of getting you where you are today.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I say, man, I don't write no songs. I promise you. I come in the studio. Like, recently, like, it was like 6 days straight. I just came in and just made a song. Like, just making a song. Like, it's getting to the point that I'm tapping into it. Like, I go through so much. Like, Instagram, like, other people tell me, like, man, I appreciate you take care of your kid. Man, you look like you living a beautiful life. But but the outside my life, I go through so much. And I'm tapping to when I go through something, I go through that studio, man. And it's a wrap.
So like what? Like, what you be going through?
I go through woman pride. I got a baby mother that's crazy. I go through the normal life. Like me actually having both feet out. Actually, like I'm being real. Like I'm talking about actually both feet out. Because to be honest, it's live. I want out. I'm trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do movies, man. I'm trying to do podcasts. I'm trying to help the youth. I'm trying to stop that cycle. I got kids. They about to come up too. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't say it, then ain't nobody gonna say they want out. They just gonna keep going with the norm.
And the reason why I ask about the process, me and Doc, we sit back and talk about that a lot. You understand what I'm saying? I remember about a month and a half ago, we were sitting having a conversation like, yo, let's think about all the shit that we didn't accomplish in the past 7 years, right? But we be so locked in on the grind in the everyday life, we never think about the shit that we didn't accomplish. You know what I mean? Right. And one of the things that I learned is if you don't give flowers to yourself while you here, ain't nobody, how can you expect anybody else to do it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we go through our trials and tribulations and shit, as men, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We built to go to war. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the way to keep us motivated is to look back and thank Allah or whoever you got to thank to be like, you know what? Damn, I made it out this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
and
what
some
I mean?
people, it be taking that life after the gunshot. That's what it takes sometimes, man. The life after the gunshot, and we trying to stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it take that life after the gunshot for a person to be like, man, listen, man. Yeah, it's real. It's real in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
When you heard that title, or you hear that title, what comes to mind? Life after the gunshot.
Man, like I was just speak for itself. Like life after the gunshot. Like it's two different lives. Like you was living a certain life before this. So like inform me, like catch me up on that a little bit. But now let me hear how you talking after this gunshot. Let me hear how you moving, how you feel. Hey, like what's your thought process? Like what's going on?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did it make you a little sharper? Did it make you fall back a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
And that brings me to my next question, man. I got a rack of questions for you, Slim. Since you say that, right? I remember you saying that you just came home.
Right.
You ain't been home that long, right? What did that time do for you? And when you first stepped foot out them gates, you know what I mean? What was your mindset? Like, how did you get to where you are right now?
I think they messed up when they gave me 5 years. They told me to go do 5 years, man. I went to college, man.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I went to college for real. I got surrounded by people that I had to look at in their face that didn't get the opportunity that I had to go home.
Right.
And I surrounded myself with those dudes, right? And I'm just like, damn, man, you read a lot, man. You so humble. Like you still got dreams. How you still dreaming? And you ain't going back out there.
So where you at right now, bro? Was this like, did you map this out when you was locked up? Did you map all of this out while you was locked up right where you at right now? Could you see all of this?
I mean, to be honest, yeah, in the sense of I probably had a conversation or two about me wanting to rap and whatever I say I want to do, I'm gonna see it through. You know what I'm saying? But when I came home, like rap wasn't the top thing. Like I wasn't even rapping. I just ended up going to the studio, and I was one of those that just go in there and make a song and just be like, man, I can't wait to hear it in the car. The men gonna hear. I can't wait for the men to hear this music, man. You know, I wasn't really taking it serious until people start talking to me like, hey, bro, what you doing? What you wasting your time? You can be you can go get a job or something. You can go start your business or something if you just wanted to waste time. You know what I'm saying? Like take it serious. Then I started tapping into it. And then I started getting emotional about my work ethic, or I started getting passionate about my greatness and how I want my brothers to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm focused on. Building a foundation for my family and my brothers to get us out of here.
And one of the things that we talk about that King Von situation a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think, honestly, I didn't really pay attention to him until he passed. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul. And, just to see, number one, just to listen to his music, to hear what he done been through, and the amount of success that he gained, you know what I mean? To see a black young brother being, hit like that, and the way that he went out, and he had all the potential in the world, man. And we talk a lot about beefs and the people that we got around us, our brothers, you know what I'm saying, our squad, you know what I'm saying, gang, you know what I mean? Like, what do you feel like his peoples could have did differently to get him out that situation? Because he the bad, you know what I mean? He's what you want to protect. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I think in certain situations, man, it gotta first start with that person, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like King Von understood his role. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has the opportunity to put out any content that they want. Like I say, people post guns, people post this and that. This dude is choosing to post content where he giving back to his neighborhood. He talking a certain way. The people love him. Like this is what he's choosing to put out. This is him. Like he's giving you him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? It's just like because his brothers in that situation, you seen how far they went. They all the way back. They not even trying to, you know what I'm saying? So it was him. He was the aggressor. He took advantage of who he thought he was. He went over top of his head just a little bit, thinking that like I'm King Von. I got this love. I see the world love what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking that I'm about to lose my life right now. I'm thinking that this about to be a fight with me and Quando tomorrow on YouTube.
That makes sense.
It's gonna go crazy tomorrow. Me and Quando I'm not thinking I'm about to lose my life because of who I think I am. I think I'm King Von. I think that even his men gonna respect me a little bit because of this industry stuff. It's no more the streets. It get a little bougie. You know what I'm saying? So people think like that, and that's their problem because you forget the streets. You got a little bit too over yourself. You forgot about the street. They get real. Like you get real. So that's
what you see as like what you've learned about the industry since you started, getting more involved with the music. What have you learned about the industry?
To be honest, like I said, the name speaks for itself. It's straight out the mud. I'm not even like I'm just watching. I get on YouTube. Like now, I'm becoming like a researcher. Like I'm getting on. I'm learning. I'm saying. I'm looking at people interviews. It's crazy because I had a conversation with my girl, and I say, even with movies, because actors had these interviews where they tell their stories about the industry and the stuff that they had to go through. You know what I'm saying? The grimy men or the grimy business, you know what I'm saying? The women grimy. You know what I'm saying? So the men, everything, it goes crazy. The racism, all this type of stuff that's going on in this industry stuff. So, and I'm getting to say this every day. My mind is tapping into that I'm a revolutionary. That's just what it is. Like I'm a revolutionary. So if I see that a system is built to bring down first this right here, or go against anything that I stand for or what my people stand for, it's like I tap into that mindset of I'm a revolutionary. Why can't I start my own? I'm gonna start my own system, my industry.
It's crazy that you say that. On my IG, I say I'm a revolutionary. Public enemy number one, like that shit in my bio. And the reason why I put public enemy number one is because of this, because of my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, I'm in a motherfucking black hat, you know what I'm saying, with tattoos screaming fuck the world. You know what I mean? Because I'm feeling some type of way about something. You know what I'm saying? So that's 100, Slim. I like that.
Man, nah, for sure. Like, and I'm rocking with it, man. Like, it get deep with me, man. I promise you, man. We can sit and talk. Cause my mind and where I go with it go real deep. When I say I'm a revolutionary, I mean it. Like, I mean it. But it goes back to that work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really trying to be, I hear you. You really trying to do that? Put that work in. You know what I'm saying? They go through that work ethic with everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm battling with. That's what I'm elevating. I'm trying to elevate on right now. My work ethic. You know
How important to you? Because you talked about your brother, right? How important to you is, like, speak about how important it is to have a strong team. Because a lot of people don't understand, like, you don't make it here alone. You got to have a strong team moving with you. But how do you determine who's going to take that ride and journey with you and who's not? How you make the distinction between that?
First of all, like it's crazy because I use common sense with everything. First of all, as a human being, as a man, whatever environment that you are in, it starts with comfortability. You should want to surround yourself around men that's first like-minded, that's on the same type of time that you on. You know what I'm saying? That's not willing to step out the door and get you into any type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't even always gotta go street with it. It can be some grocery store and you got an attitude and you getting me into some nonsense because I like you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta separate that. Like I can have brothers, I can love you from a distance. We can holler at each other, but I'ma surround myself with people that's like-minded. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna push me, that's gonna correct me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no argument in it. Like when me and my brothers argue, the people that I surround myself around, we arguing about, man, you need to put in more work. Like you bullshitting. It's just what it is. I'm saying it. Like stop doing this, or this is what your downfall is, bro. If you're not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it because I know as men, it's hard for us to come out to the next man and say, bro, this was going on, bro. This was going on, bro. It was hard for me to do it, but what I'm gonna do is, cause I'm your man, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, look, big bro, this what it is. If I keep letting you go on with life, thinking that this cool, you gonna be where you at for the rest of your life. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on your trails. So if I can't get on your trails, for one, you ain't my man.
Right.
If you ain't gonna get on my trails, you ain't my man. It's just what it is. That's how you separate it right there. Because we ain't gotta argue. I ain't gotta put this much love and energy and care to a person. We all on our own journeys and paths at the end of the day. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna love the right people that's loving me, and I'm gonna surround myself around that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's the right way? Do you think it's the right way to get on somebody's trails?
And that's a beautiful question, right? Because in the group we dealing with it, and my outlook on it is this, right? And I don't want to get too, because I'm like because I say this and I like to be real, right? And this just for the men, because it's like 16-year-olds or even 15, 16, 17-year-olds that's making men decisions. You know what I'm saying? And people what I want to say, they say, oh, they young, man, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Take it easy on them. Like, don't go out, don't approach them and do too much. You know what I'm saying? And when I say, damn, how you gonna tell me don't do too much? And excuse my language right now, but the man eating box. The man, you know what I'm saying? The man that crossed the line, he done did the extreme. He put his mouth on something that you think you're trying to be grown. Let me just put it in that.
Right.
You think you grown. You making big boy decisions in this world. So don't tell me I can't come up to you and say, hey, bro, I see so much potential in you, bro, and you bullshit. Tighten up.
Yeah.
What you doing right now is it's not right.
Yeah. I think it's a way, but I think it's a way that you do it, right? I was brought up on you the homie. I see you doing some shit. I hear about you doing some shit. As a brother, as a man, I'm gonna pull you aside. I ain't gonna do that in front of nobody. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of motherfuckers wanna pull a nigga coattail in front of people's. You get what I'm saying? And I was told.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was told we was gonna have we gonna have conversations like men. I don't need no audience. You know what I'm saying? Because we come down to it. If you don't like what I gotta say, as men, we gotta figure it out. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody trying to put a battery in your back, trying to put a battery in my back. We gonna talk about this shit as men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the problem right now, right? With communicating by like Instagram and putting all your situation on Front Street for everybody to say, instead of dealing directly with that man, but going to Instagram to have that discussion.
It's crazy, right? Because everything that you just said, right? Me and my homie had like we had a debate. We was going back and forth, and it was like he told me this. He like, man, like bro, it's the way you did it. It's not that you were saying something wrong. Is you pulled me up in front of other people. But my comeback was to him, like, I was talking to you around the same people that you say you love, these same people that risk their life and freedom for you, bro. Like, what we doing? There's too much secretive stuff going on, bro. Like, we men, bro. Like, I'm not saying nothing wrong to you, or I'm not disrespecting you. What it is you in your feelings right now, and you don't want everybody else to, you know what I'm saying, to look at you or look to see that you even making a wrong look. I get it. I've been there too. I'm man enough to tell you that. I didn't want that neither, but I had to tap into another mindset. If I want to be comfortable around men, I got to prove that. I got to show that I'm comfortable around you, bro. I'm not going to hide nothing from nobody that I say I'm comfortable around. That's the first sign of a person saying he don't trust me.
Yeah. But then we also got to understand people wired differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you might say to him might have a total different reaction if he say it to you. And that's what I had to learn, right. You know what I'm saying, as far as the process with life. I might say something to somebody and it might not affect me, but if they say something to me, it's not going to affect me. But if I say something to them, they can take that shit in a totally different way, right? And I think as being leaders, as being revolutionists, as being revolutionary, we got to learn how to talk everybody's language so they can understand. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that us as men, you know what I'm saying, we got to tap into that vulnerable side, right? Because when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, he probably, I mean, I don't know what the fuck the conversation was, but I'm saying, if somebody say something to me and it's a rack of people, and it's a rack of people around, I don't give a fuck who around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Me and you got a totally different relationship that I might have with that nigga. I might trust you way more than I trust him. I might feel like you say something and then he gonna turn around and go tell a bitch something. You get what I'm saying?
Right. But that goes back to us knowing each other. Me knowing not to speak around certain people because you ain't got this bond with these people. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cross those lines with you, bro. Because I don't want nobody to open no doors with you that man you got. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to allow nobody to open no doors with you that man you got, bro. Because then I'm going to turn on them like, hold on, that's me and him. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Got nothing to do with
my apologies. You know what I'm saying? That was my bad. I was wrong for saying something around him because I know how he really get down. He wanted them to go talk to them bras, like you said.
Yeah.
So why would I even say something around him or try to talk to you, even in our manly way? We'll do by ourselves, but I know how he taking it though. He probably said, man, he punching him. He was there, you know what I'm saying? I know, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely feel you on that one.
Yeah.
So,
now, go ahead, Doc.
Now I was gonna say, kind of related to this, like in terms of growth. Like if you could talk to the 16, 17-year-old you, what would you tell them?
I mean, first I start by like what you dream about. Like I'm going back to like what do you dream about, bro? Like what, like everybody dreams, everybody wants out, honestly. Just let it out. Just like what is the way? But like I said, the way to get it out is Every kid loves sports. It's kids that like to cook. It's kids, these 16-year-olds know how to paint. It's 16-year-olds right now. My cameraman that do all my videos, he's 16. I got him. I pulled up on him like, and I started talking to him. He was 15 when I met him. He shot my video when he was 15. I was just talking to him. Like, listen, home, I was 15 before, brother. You got a beautiful craft right now. You know what I'm saying? Do not let your potential or what you got going on go to like crash. You cannot do it. So I just try to motivate. He's 16 years old. It blows my mind because of the normal. Because of what we talking about right now, when we say 16 and 17, when you say, what would you say to these 16 and 17-year-olds? You speaking for these 16 and 17-year-olds? Obviously, that ain't getting it. 16 and 17-year-olds that need to be spoken to. You know what I'm saying? So it blows my mind to see a 16-year-old with a camera that can. I tell him, man, and he going through his 16 and 17-year-old thing, but his potential, his work is out this world. You know what I'm saying? It's out this world, and it's a lot of them like that. It's a lot of 16 and 17-year-olds out here that can draw, probably.
Yeah.
That can sing. But that's what we gotta do. We gotta get it. Like it's the talking. Because I'm speaking for the streets. I'm speaking for these communities in the sense of I was there. Like I said, if both of my feet ain't out, I still my pinky toe party still in. So I'm speaking for the streets in the sense of we need to stop the talking. It's enough money in this world. What the government doing? Get up on these youngers. Come on. The studio, we got the studios right here. Like, come on, man. All these prisons making money. All these frivolous businesses making money off nothing. Get a fee, like really, like don't talk or don't say that you want change when you can really, you know what I'm saying? If your girlfriend mad at you or somebody mad at you and you want that to change, you're gonna put that work in to make it change for your benefit. So put that same energy into when you get on the podium and say I want change for the community.
Yeah. And
really
I think
put that work ethic in for that. Put that work ethic in that you want me to put in.
And I talk a lot about trauma, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of 16-year-olds who went home today and seen the motherfucking eviction notice on their door. I mean, that's keeping 100. You know what I'm saying? It's eviction notice. Like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, our teenagers are way more advanced than what they should be. You get what I'm saying? And when you have trauma like that, systemic trauma, structural violence like that, bro, they gonna shit. I'm surprised they not trying to motherfucking kill the president of the United States.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm fucked up. I come home and say eviction notice on my door and I'm 16 and mama looking at me and I'm looking at mama. Man, I'm fucked up, Slim. I'm traumatized for the rest of my life.
And it's crazy that you're speaking on this because when I came home, it was like the age of the panhandlers went down to that age.
Yeah.
Look at the panhandlers, like the people that's at the gas stations now, the people that's on the streets asking for change.
Yeah.
They still in school. You ain't even going, like you 16. You 13. I see little girls outside.
That's what me and Che was talking about. We gotta go we focusing so much on 16 to 24, like we gotta go further back than that.
Right.
Because it started earlier than that. So we gotta really get at kids even earlier than that. The other thing I wanted to ask you too, because I know everybody finds they way to cope with trauma differently, right? So what I want to ask you too is like in your sense of like spirituality or karma, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you utilize your own sense of spirituality and energy to keep you upbeat and positive?
First of all, I'm Muslim, so I always keep that in mind. I keep the deen in mind. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful religion. I keep everything about Islam in mind. Even if I'm not doing everything I need to be doing, it's still on my mind. Like I'm getting on myself like, man, you anything.
Yeah.
That's probably how I handle it. I call myself anything. I be like, man, bro, you anything. You know what I'm saying? I catch myself at the moment. It's times where I catch myself at the moment, but I probably still be lashing. But in my head, I'm like, man, I'm looking crazy right now. But I'm already here. In my head, I'm like, man, God, I just told myself I wasn't gonna do this, man. But I'm already here, so it's like I keep it going, and then later on, I'm talking to y'all and telling y'all about it. It's crazy. So what I do is I constantly beat myself up. I constantly beat myself up. Like I don't give myself no room. Like I beat myself up, and that's probably why that's one of the reasons why. Like and what I do is I also listen to motivational speakers. It's a dude named Gary V. It's a dude named Earl Thomas and them, man. These dudes, these dudes that leave you it's no excuses. They leaving you no room for nothing. And then on top of that, I got brothers, good men that will pull up on me, or good men that's gonna talk to me and pinch me a little bit too. They're gonna pinch you. You like to go back. You know how many times I've been in Juma and the E-Man, he talking to all the Muslim brothers. But it just was the stuff that he's saying, he gritting. I'm looking around doing that same stuff we were talking about. Like, don't talk to me in front of all these people in my head.
Right. You feel like he's talking directly to you.
Everybody, but I'm looking at people like, is they looking at me? You know what I'm saying? Because I know somebody saying me doing what he just said. Or did he catch me? My conscience is going up. So I know that it's crazy. So I just beat myself up.
One thing I learned, man, that Allah is most gracious, most merciful. You know what I mean? And He sees what we do. You understand what I'm saying? But that's where that merciful part come in at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though you doing wrong and you know you doing wrong by me, I'm still gonna give you a chance.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why that's why every morning we wake up, you know what I'm saying, and we make our prayers, you know what I'm saying? I always ask for forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness 24/7 because I know I'm sinning.
Right.
I need more. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't even thinking shit. I feel like if I think it, I'm sinning.
But you put it not where it was at.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm asking Allah for forgiveness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that once you got that relationship with your faith, you know what I mean? Man, the world
is much easier.
It's much like it don't mean the world don't mean
much easier, bro.
I just said that, man. I just told my brother them the same exact words. Once you tap into that, the world is like, man, it's you want to go.
Yeah.
You want to go.
Yeah. Yeah,
and nothing can stop you there, man.
Yeah. Somebody said you gotta be grateful for everything. What you grateful for, my brother?
Man, I'm grateful just to be living for one. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful to be in the environments that I'm in and being able to be around men that I feel like I'm comfortable around. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to have a mindset that's been built, that I know I'm gonna be great. I'm destined for greatness. I'm great right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful for all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for Allah. I'm grateful for everything the mistakes that I did, the mistakes that came to my life. I'm grateful for them because I learned from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for everything that happens because it's gonna make me a better man. It's gonna make me strong.
You say you listen to motivational, speeches and things of that nature. I ain't sure if you tapped into Will Smith yet, right?
Right.
I use this analogy, like this help me get through my everyday life. Will Smith said, "Greatness is not this esoteric life form. Greatness is within all of us.
Right.
We gotta tap into it, right? Growing up, and we seeing all this shit on TV. We seeing rappers, R&B, doctors, all this shit on TV, and we thinking that shit is 4 billion light years away, when actually it's just around the corner once you tap into it. You know what I mean? But that's where that's where society has structured us to think small instead of big.
Mm-hmm.
And not looking at somebody like you can never gauge where you are by looking on the outside of somebody else's life, right? Because you don't really know what's going on in their life, and people need to get away from like what you might be saying on the outside It's nothing like how it might really be going down. So never compare yourself to somebody else's situation, because everybody's situation is totally different.
Yeah, and I use that, like I was saying about, like, even with the music, people feel like since this person made it like this, that they got to do it their way.
Right.
Like, you ain't got to do it his way. You're not going to even make it doing it his way, because that was his way. You don't know what he really had to go through. Like
Exactly.
you just said. You don't know what he really going through.
Nope.
You just seeing certain parts that you think that, oh, he made it this way. Like I just spoke on, people don't know what I really go through. They can hear it in my music if you listening to my music. But people pull me up on, oh, you a beautiful person, man. Like, keep doing what you're doing. And sometimes, and that's what motivates me more, because I be like, damn, I go through so much, and I'm getting these type of responses. Just keep putting in that more work and building this content and show the world what it, like what's the truth, like what it's supposed to be.
And people gonna gravitate to that, man. I remember how I first learned about you. Doc put me on. He added me in one of your videos,
right?
In the comments, and I heard it, and then I was like, all right. Then I listened to it again.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Slims, he the truth.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. I promise you I do, man.
You on YouTube, John Dollar?
I promise you, man. It's and it need to be more. People need to appreciate more stuff. I'm guessing, you know what I'm saying? Because they only appreciate certain love from certain people, and that's where they go wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they already looking for a certain love for certain people. Like it be people willing to get love and keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's out here that's willing to get all the love and keep it real. They willing to talk. We right here kicking. They willing to do this.
And you and the crazy thing to that, bro. And I'm gonna be real quick about it. The way me and Doc met, I got hit 13 times. The way me and Doc met, he was doing a study at PG Hospital. He got my file. He called the house phone. My aunt picks up. They talk, whatever. I'm now home. She sent me the number. I call back. I meet up. Next thing you know, I'm guest lecturing a college class at the University of Maryland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So being able to look at the blessings, you know what I'm saying, within that burden and realizing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
in the burden, man.
It's 8 years later.
8 years later.
And look at what we doing.
That's what I'm telling you. And like I said, like, even looking at you, you just giving me a brief story on your life. You know what I'm saying? It's big motivation. Like, how can I not be motivated?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How can I not be motivated of what's going on right now? You just told me what you went through. How many people that even been shot once? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do something with themselves, like the life after the gunshot, bro. I've been hit too. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, how many people stand strong? How many people really strong? How many people they talk that through thick and thin? Man, but how many people walking that walk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that when it comes down to, I'm not saying, man, it was ups and downs with this shit.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga that been homeless, had $5 in his pocket, you know what I'm saying? Stealing out the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? All types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I had my good days, and I wake up one morning, it's 8 grand in my account. You know what I'm saying? So this shit fluctuates. You know what I mean? But what I stayed focused on was, number one, the process, and I stayed focused on the relationships, and I stayed focused on my end goal. You know what I mean? Regardless if I had to do
it. Yes, sir.
I done did a lot of shit for free. A lot of shit.
And that's what we talk about too, is like, stop treating everybody you meet like a transaction.
Right.
To build a relationship, right?
Right.
Because a lot of people look at other people like sizing up who they could connect with and click up with because it's a transaction. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to go nowhere when you look at people that you're dealing with. whether it's in business or relationships, if it's transactional. Like you building relationships. That's the point of business, is relationship building. Stop looking at everything like it's somebody you gotta take advantage of, or where you can see what you can get out of the situation, and it's just a transaction, and you think you're gonna move on. Like that's not the way to do business.
Most definitely. Because right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build my own film and production team. So what I do is I went to school with a couple good guys. I went to the school seed. A couple good men went to college, and you know what I'm saying. I was supposed to go to college. You know what I'm saying. But a couple men went to college, graduated. I know they deal with the camera. What I do is call them on those same type of terms. I say, listen, bro, you got the potential out the world. Right now, I go back to that work ethic. Right now, I was able to call you and you was sitting in the house watching TV. So obviously, you ain't working on no projects, or you ain't got nothing big going on. So let's start something. And I want you to know that you can be your own boss, and what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You can be your own boss and what you doing. Let's just help motivate each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to the transactions gonna come due to all of our work ethics being put in. The money gonna come if we put in this work, bro. If you say you great, you say you like that. Oh yeah, that's what you say. All right, let's come together now. I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Bro, you like that? You like that? You do this, you work the camera, or you do this, you do that. You engineer, or let's come together and we got the mob.
Exactly.
We got the mob. Just know that this mob, we building all work. You ain't gonna outwork me. Structure too. Let's give you homework. What we gotta do, let's stay active.
Yeah.
Let's stay active. Because this our business. We ain't hurting nobody else but ourselves.
That's right.
Yeah.
If we put out bad content, they just gonna say them dudes over there, content trash. And we just gonna have a trash name. And I ain't trying to live like that. I ain't trying to even put out nothing like that. I ain't even moving like that.
Hell nah.
Moving like that. So that's just a bigger outlook on just straight out the mud and what's going on, and where my mind at, where my brother's mind at, where the foundations I'm trying to build. Like I'm rapping, but I wanna help the youth. I want to do movies that's gonna get these same messages that my music giving. I want to do short, like I want to act too. I want to let my pain out acting. You know what I'm saying? I want to do all this different stuff. I want to be a revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to whoever the Black Panther leader is right now and get in his head. I want to talk to some of these black leaders and see why they ain't made some of the moves that us people right now in these communities that I'm sitting in right now that we need. Like, what's holding them back? Let me know. You know what I'm saying?
And I think you got the voice to do it, Slim.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, you just mentioned like Gary V, but when I listen to you, I hear that in you.
Yeah,
that, man.
For real.
Yeah, get on your heels.
Hey, Slim, you got a sound. You got a sound that niggas ain't heard in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
the story.
And when I text you earlier, I meant that shit, Slim. And that's why I text that shit to you, Slim, because you got a sound that don't nobody got right now, Slim.
But the sad part about it, right? Do you notice that, like, obviously we sound alike? I ain't heard you sound like you ain't from the city.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, man, like y'all probably do an interview with a couple people, man. They gonna be on that thing, man. Oh my God. Yeah. You ain't gonna know. They gonna like, man, what you like? You ain't gonna know what they talking about. They gonna try to sound like this. I don't know, man, but it's a good thing that, you know, like I'm saying, like you from DC, I can hear it and I can feel your passion of what we men go through in the city. You know what I'm saying? You thrive and you elevate. I'm elevating, and that's how that's a start to setting that tone of this what we doing. That's what certain men doing. Yeah. This the real man time right here. People setting that tone and making something shake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They can follow this suit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit crazy, man. The energy. Life is about energy and keeping the right people around you 24/7, man. You know, and I think I want to get your opinion on this too, man. You know, a lot of when I let that guard down as far as like mental health stigmas and talking to a counselor and talking to a therapist and you know just talking to good men, my life changed. You know what I mean? And I think as men, as black men, that's what we got to do, man. We got to. It's okay to have some help. You know what I mean? Help is help. Will Smith said that shit on Concussions. That nigga said help is help, regardless. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, some of the shit we go through as far as trauma-wise, man, it's all right to go talk to somebody about that shit, man. Because we got all this pent-up aggression. It's like a Pepsi. You keep shaking that motherfucker. As soon as you open that top, that bitch gonna explode.
Explode.
50 years. When you could have took some time out to go holler at somebody and get that chip off your shoulder. Right. You know, a lot of motherfuckers walking around with a chip on their shoulder. I got hit 13 times. I was an angry ass black man. I feel like somebody violated me. You know what I'm saying? And I was on get back. You know what I'm saying? Everything got fucking bigger, bro. Bigger gun. You know what I'm saying? My attitude was out the world. You know what I'm saying? I was really on some other shit. But as soon as I sat down and articulated the way I felt, all you see is this shit. All you see is me calming down. Me understanding that I can accomplish anything. You know what I mean? But imagine if we would have never, or if I had never talked to nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then what people don't understand is you being up there like that all the time, like we say all the time, like that starts to have an effect on your body, which is why the stress starts wearing down your organs, and that's what leads to black men having the lowest life expectancy of all men and women in the United States because of that stress and what that does to your body. So you got to be able to go talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying, and let that off your chest, because we're carrying around a lot, you know, every single day. And people wondering why some people are flipping. You know, you can say one word and they 0 to 100 in like a second, but you don't really know what you're dealing with.
Right.
Because you're dealing with a lot of people carrying around trauma.
People sick. It's sick people. Yeah. People are sick. This shit.
It's a blessing to have somebody to talk to, man. I promise you, because like me personally, like my first mixtape was the Young OT. So that's how I look at that's how I carry myself. So I get these phone calls when certain stuff is going on in the neighborhood, outside, whatever. Good men, period. I just end up with these phone calls, man. It's probably every day where I gotta down there tell your story. You know what I'm saying? It's men out here that then went through deeper stuff than you. Mm-hmm. Why you think like they Gucci? They not no less of a man. I ain't saying you can go play with them. I ain't telling you go right there and go play with him. I ain't tell you he was sweet. Yeah. I told you what he did was he outgrew and he found that it was a bigger picture. Like you said, I can accomplish some things. Mm-hmm. And I'm wasting my time on worrying about this right now. Like I explain this to my brothers. I promise. Because once they call me, I explain to them off the break. I say, bro, you call my phone. We are at the talking stage. You got to understand, once you call my phone and you wanted to talk to me about, I don't care what you want. We are at the talking stage. Let's go back to one that's to be free now. Because you're not about to call me and say anything on my phone and think that you about and you about to just be like, you put me in your case. I'm going to let that be known on the phone. Mm-hmm. Hey, Holmes, like, don't do that. Because if you was big, if you like, come on, bro. Like I didn't even went through some things and overcame them. I'm telling them, people that watch me overcome some of the tougher stuff. I do it to this day because I have to. Because 5 seconds to get you life. Yeah. 5 seconds to get you life. I gotta know what's the right. I gotta know what's worth it. I gotta know when it's. I gotta know when I gotta protect myself. Yeah. I gotta know. Other than that, man, miss me with that, bro.
Man, what?
Miss me with it, man. I gotta know. I gotta just know, because I'm on a mission. I'm not about to get off. I'm not about to get out this car or get in another car when I was in this one on the road to success. I'm not doing it for that. If it's not that, if I didn't do it, it wasn't like it can like all right. If I didn't do it, it's just reality. It's just the work, like it's real. If you call me, if we talking, if you talking outside, you walking around, you on Instagram, stop it. It's over with.
Yeah,
Whatever the music was, it's done.
And the crazy thing is, you know what I'm saying? I be all the bitch ass niggas, I be all that. I be all that, Slim. As long as you talking from over there, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
you know
as long as you talking from over there, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's worth jeopardizing nothing that you've accomplished to this point for that. And that's what it comes down to. So look, we're gonna pivot a little bit and change it up. We're gonna jump into something to see where you stand at.
Yeah, this is my favorite part.
With DC music. You see that, bro?
Yeah, I said top 5 MCS from DC. Oh yeah, MCs.
You can put yourself as number 1.
For
Oh,
sure.
you asking me this?
Yeah. Who your top 5?
Oh man,
Top 5,
my top 5. Yeah, you know I'm putting myself at the top. That's my favorite rapper is Endzone. Then I go to SOD Woo. Then I go to SOD One. SOD Dub. Turn Me Up D Reds. SOD Stay Down. SOD Quit. Outside of that, to be honest though, I didn't listen to some. I didn't listen to people like I Am No Feast. I listened to his music. I didn't type this music in YouTube. I didn't listen to some of the JG. I listened to some JG. I listened to JG. Who else I listen to, man? Like I'm trying to think who I actually type in a YouTube, man, because the music be so crazy. Because certain people have certain songs that probably hit a little different, but it's like when I see you moving a certain way, it's like I can't get jiggy with it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me, but don't mock me on this. It's some good artists in the DMV area that got some good talent, man. That's speaking of Chink the Champ. Damn, I almost forgot Chink. My man Chink the Champ. That's one of the people I listen to. Good music, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good artists, but it's like when we get on these, to be honest, my mind automatically go to the society, the social media life, just like what they looking for, to be honest. That's why I try to, I'm gonna be honest, like these are, you know what I'm saying? These are the artists that I listen to, but it's like, man, it's hard, but it's some good artists because I be hearing certain music. I just probably can't tap into who their names are because I really don't probably listen to them after that. But it's some good artists though. And I ain't on no bougie stuff or none of that because, like I said, I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talent out here. You know what I'm saying? But like,
what you think it would take, right? Y'all can pull that back. What you think it would take? You know, you look at like a city like Atlanta, where it's like a movement coming out that city, or Chicago. Got drill. I even saw your gram where you was talking about that, like. DC go out of town and they sweating this music or that music, but they not sticking. A lot of times don't stick with the sound of DC. What you think could make or change that up so DC could really push itself out there? You know, if people like came together, because there is a sound there, but you know, it's like everybody is on their own movement.
They don't got this right here. You hear me?
First of all, they can't mute DC. I mean, mute Go-Go. They can't. We gotta bring Go-Go back. We gotta bring our culture back. DC was the man. Listen, man. DC, man, we used to have fun in the city, man.
Yeah.
Like we used to enjoy us, like people talking like DC, like people going to them go. We gotta bring it back. We gotta hear some of that. Like I try to implement that. And even in the mud, we try to implement that in our music. I try to sound like I'm on a mic and on a stage on go sometimes.
Right.
My ad libs. I'm sounding like I'm shouting out hoods. Because this what I'm coming from. I'm trying to give them my culture. It's in me. I can't stop it. I can't help it. But they forgot. But I know it can come back. We just gotta tap into it. It's trends being set. All we gotta do is just set this trend. Find a way to set it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bring go back. You know what I'm saying? Bring these. Like we gotta stop this frivolous beefing. Get some money. We gotta stop beefing. Frivolous beefing. That shit irks my nerves. Because it's money to be made. Like we live in Washington, D.C. The president live here.
Yeah.
They not gonna let us do but so much. Trust me. They system got stuff under control. It's bigger than what people be thinking. So you gotta learn how to control your own surrounding, to control what you got going on.
You got to think about the internet right now. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was growing up, we ain't have fucking Google.
Yeah.
We ain't had you know what I'm saying? We have all this access. Like Google, the new library. They knocking down libraries because of Google. You know what I'm saying? And if we had Google back when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, man, shit. We still had motherfucking dial-up. What was that? AOL when that shit used to motherfucking ring and shit. Y'all remember that shit, man?
Yeah, AOL.com.
Yeah, when the motherfucking call ID used to be a motherfucking box.
But you said teenagers, though. You going to these kids 6 years old on Google, YouTube.
Yeah.
It get deeper than the teenagers. It's the 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
4-year-olds. Your iPhone, if they ain't got their own.
Yeah, you're right.
Or iPad. Hey, come on, man. 5, 4. They got phones. They moving them with their hands.
Yeah. I mean, think about school right now. Virtual learning.
That's one of the biggest things that the world need to be talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's dogging us. It's dogging these kids, man. That shit hurt me every day I wake up.
Yeah.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
It hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, for one, the biggest thing is the education. For two, you taking away these kids' social life.
Mm-hmm.
You taking away their social life. This is not how kids grow up in this world and society. Mm-hmm. They meet other people from other places. They bond with other nationalities. This is how they become themselves. This is how they knew. This is how they get tested in life. You know what I'm saying? So now you just got them cooped up in the house, going through whatever they going through. They got to go through what their mother going through. They got to go through what their father going through. More. Because they in there. They got to battle with trying to learn from these teachers on a virtual when it was hard for them to learn face to face.
Yeah. Yeah. I was saying that shit. I was saying that.
We got to ask them which they playing.
I was saying that shit about homework. Since my son's been doing virtual learning, man, I was saying this shit, man. I ain't seen no homework. These niggas I'd be like, you're not in class. He'd be like, nah, I'm on the break. How long your break? 45 minutes. 45 niggas, 10 o'clock.
They lose their connection every 5 minutes. It's crazy.
Crazy.
They finding an excuse to they going to the bathroom. I'm like, y'all, if you was in school right now, you would have to raise your hand. You would have to. It's structure. It builds structure. It builds discipline. It builds that. Now it's more advantage taken. Then I'm in a house. I'm on a couch, or I'm in a when I wake up, it's different. Like it's not like your mother on you more when you gotta get in that car and be on time, or you gotta get on that bus. You get a different impact from that. You get a different effect from that type of life. But when you gotta wake up every day, you building these kids, making these kids lazy. I'm installing in my daughter to start a business, start selling bracelets or something, because they trying to stagnate you. They trying to keep you in one place. They're not trying to let you see the world. They just said it's a disease out to stay in the house and wear a mask so nobody can't see who you is. Come on, man. Nah, we ain't doing that. We not doing that. We working. We working. And I hope the world.
I want to ask you about something like you alluded to, even in terms of that. Like, how big is it, for you and your life and express to other people, like to travel, to get outside your neighborhood, to go to other cities? There's a lot of times unfortunately, some of the brothers we deal with, like some and young people too, and kids, like haven't been no further than their neighborhood. Like, how has that been for you to just get out and see stuff around the country and go to another city and see that it's a world like beyond your neighborhood?
One of the brothers explained to me, he get on me and ask me and say, like, how bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things. How bad do you want it? Like, where do you see yourself? You just see yourself here? Like, it goes back to your dreams. Like, who are you? Where you want to be? Would you tell your kids you want to be? How do your kids see you? Do you care how your kids see you? You know what I'm saying? How do you want your kids to move? Are you setting that example?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it get deeper, like to like real. It's just like you gotta want best. Like, people say, I don't know who people think they are. Like, I really don't know sometimes when people act in a certain way, but I'm guessing if somebody gonna be a goofy, I guess he gotta be the best goofy.
Right.
Everybody gotta be the best at something that you do. But it goes back to the motivation part, man. The motivational part, man. Like, just me saying that, like I'm saying this opportunity. Like, I guarantee you, like, listen, this how big it is. Like, I got brothers that appreciate y'all doing this just as much as I do, because it's just big. Certain people might even not look at it as big, but it's huge. And it goes back to your question about traveling. It's about, like, I learned how easy it is to build social capital. And when you're building social capital with people, it's only for you, for your, like, to build your, whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's only to help you. Why wouldn't you want to help yourself? I want
to know something, man. Dr. Richardson said this shit, you know what I'm saying, some time ago. You can't force a square to a circle. You know what I mean?
You can't.
Square gonna always be a square. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to change somebody, man, if they don't want to change themselves. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of these programs out here that's dealing with men that's been incarcerated, men that's been violently injured, men that have mental health issues. What they don't understand is these executives, these high ups, the government. If this motherfucker don't want to change, it ain't gonna be no changing done. You wasting your time.
Yeah, straight up. And then it's sad because, like I see it every day. It's just some people, like, it's like, damn, man, you're gonna have to learn the harder way. But I thought I learned the harder way for you. I thought I got shot. I thought I got shot for you. You learned from that. I thought I went to jail for you. You ain't learned from mine. I'm still here for a reason. That's what we gotta do. We gotta, sometimes as men, we gotta put our pride aside, and that be the toughest part.
Yeah.
Because, man, it's just like, it be hard for us, man. But like you said, just talking, sometimes, man, that be the best way.
Yeah.
Talking to a person, that be the best way, because you don't know who went through what. Because you judging them off his hype life. You see that. But when you talk to him and he be like, man, he say some stuff. Like, I done built relationships with people now in a business world or in this like credible messages. I done built relationships with certain people, even people that never been in the streets. That been through something that I've been through. So now we can talk. I don't care if you ain't in the streets. All right, as long as you can hear me out and understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes that is powerful too.
Yeah.
Powerful as that mouth.
Yeah.
Listening.
That's real. That's facts, right?
Listening. It becomes more powerful than the mouth when you person just listen. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't let loose an animal. He done let it all out to you, so now he Gucci. He looking forward to another conversation. He looking forward to building whatever he said he was going to do. He willing to come back to you and say, man, look, I did this. Now I'm getting somewhere. We got to get on it, man. As a people, as a whole, you know what I'm saying? We got to get on it, man. We got to preach it. We got to keep it going. We got to keep talking. Letting them people see it to that content. Because I really want change in the communities because it'd be sickening. It'd be sickening that the lack of knowledge that these youngins act like they don't have. Because you got it. Far as like with the environment that you in, far as the streets or whatever you in, you got the knowledge on how you're supposed to really move. But you act like you don't because you got to put on the image and it hurts. It bring our community down, man. And they get on the news, they talk bad about us, and it be us dogging ourselves. It don't be these police. We can stop that if we come together. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you. If we use our minds, and I ain't telling nobody to stop feeding their families. And I'm gonna say that I ain't telling nobody that, but it's the way you do it. I promise you. And it's a way them police. It's a way we can get them police not to pull up and not be so aggressive with us. But it's the lack of knowledge, and that's me too. Because I lose it. My mind, I'm not, when I talk, I'm talking so it go back to the ears so my ears can hear myself. I'm helping myself get it more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping myself get it more because it's easy to say this stuff. And ain't nobody else. I mean, I got men, like I said, I got other people that's going to say it. But if I can say it too and I can hear myself, I'm learning, I'm getting it. It's a machine. It's a machine that's keep going because I'm talking to the people, but I'm dogging myself. Because it's like, man, bro, you talking about some stuff too that you need to tighten up on. You know what I'm saying? You talking about some stuff, you saying some good stuff, but don't forget that you need to tighten up on some of that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? You ain't perfect in that area. You ain't perfect in that area that you talking about.
Self-accountability. Self-accountability, man. I think
it's always a process with us, you know what I'm saying? Every day, it's a process, bro. So what's next for you?
March 26th. I get off parole. That's the biggest thing, man. 5 years I was on parole. I get off. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping Federal Nightmares. The tape gonna have 13 to 15 songs on it. I'm giving them what I've been giving them. I'm switching it up. I'm letting that pain go. I'm singing a little bit more because that's how I let that real pain. That's how I cry. You know what I'm saying, on that mic. So it's a little bit of singing on there. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I'm building more content. I'm about to start giving more content as far as what I'm talking about. Trying to get to the youth, helping them build on their crafts and making this stuff, at least getting the 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and then keep going domino effect youngins. Whoever I can get to, I don't care if he an OT, man. If I can get to him, man, that'll be cool. Like I'm gonna build that content. You know what I'm saying? I want to start working on that and real building an organization, corporation. That's big. That's big, man. And hopefully it brings some type of change to the DMV area, and then they get bigger outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't just thinking for this area. I'm talking to the world right now. I ain't talking to DC. You know what I'm saying? I just be mad at my city because I know what type of people we are, what type of trends we can set, what type of effect we can really have on the world. Growing up in this city, like the type of people that we are, the aggression, like, you know what I'm saying, the passion and the talent that we have. And that's why I be mad at my people, because we throw it away tip drum. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that we doing something looking sweet, and we bringing our communities down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the tipping stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be about the tip and all that. You like, I'm not telling you stop feeding your family, but it's a way you do it. I'm gonna keep reiterating that. Because now when in the process of me doing this, I don't want the people to get it like, oh, what he's saying, like he doing now. I'm talking about, because we not gonna be able to stop everybody. It's gonna be 30 years from now, it's gonna be some other people that get in the streets.
Yeah.
But what you do is build a certain a system for that, so they don't have to worry about police no more. Martin Luther King and them did it. They brought it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They made it a little bit more cool for us to, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of black activists that made it a lot better than what they went through. So let's make it a lot better for the next people. Like we got bring a stop to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Panthers did, right?
Yeah, the Panthers. I'm geeking to talk to one of their head people. I just want to talk to him, man, because I like to just be a realist. Like I said, I beat myself up. I be a realist with myself. I just want to really talk. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk without the cameras. I want to talk without that. I want to really talk to you. I want that type of talk. Because the outlook that I got on y'all, if you on that you on what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I'm keep saying I'm a revolutionary.
Yeah.
I'm standing on that.
We want to salute you, bro. We love your music, your movement.
Appreciate it, man.
We 1,000% behind everything you doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Want to keep doing your thing, bro. You gonna be doing amazing things. I can see it already, man. It's like
Appreciate it, man.
we really
And I
feel
think-
you, bro.
And when one of the things I want you to do, man, I want you to use our platform like it's yours.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
I'm in contact.
You got that line. You got that line.
I'm gonna pick your brain too. I'm telling you now, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hitting you and picking your brain, trying to get the knowledge that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was key that you brought up that it's good to talk, man, because sometimes that I be needing that too. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm reaching out and we talking about business and then just go off, that's a stop. You know what I'm saying? We showing the people that we can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's the people that look up to me. It's people that's youngsters that look up to me or got a different look at me. So if you seeing me do it, they just take heed, man. I ain't trying to be on no super boss or trying to be over you. I ain't trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying? I am trying to be a boss. Let me take that back. I am a boss, but I ain't trying to be over you or belittle nobody. I'm just telling you that, man, this the right way. Or I feel like to save your life and stay home and be free, it's the right way to go. Just pay attention.
Let me ask you this, man. Then we're gonna end it with this, man. What 5 words to describe yourself?
Ooh. Smart, outthinking. I said, open-minded. My bad, open-minded. Determined. Passionate. Motivated, and I'm a revolutionary.
Yeah, two things I want to say before we roll out, because you said 2 quotables, brother. 1, 5 seconds can get you 100 years. Everybody remember that? And sometimes the ear is more powerful than the mouth.
Yes, sir. That
Straight
is
out
more power than the mouth.
right after the gunshot. Yo, we love you, baby. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Love, man. Love, man. Appreciate y'all.
We out.
We out of here.